I'm really mad right now. I think YouTube wants me to be really mad at my videos. I have lots of time, but I'm kind of feeling sweaty, feeling the heat of the summer. Hi guys, this is Millie, and today I'm just getting ready, showing you my accessories. Kind of like trying to accessorize because I don't usually have time for that. Also, although I have like lots of kind of things in this box, and I'm just gonna show you.
What you doing in the club on a Thursday? She said she only here for a girl birthday.
I was just recording, and like I recorded, I don't know, 10 minutes of my video, which is basically the most of it, and it's kind of cancelled. My idea is to talk about birthdays, perception of aging, and age in our society, because it's kind of scary to me. These necklace is a really good one, and I really like it, but not today because it kind of doesn't really match the dress. Oh, it may match, but it doesn't match my energy, and I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, I was listening to a song by Lord called Secrets from a Girl Who've Seen It All, and I was listening to it just like a couple minutes ago, and I heard the lyric that goes back, couldn't wait to turn 15, and she sings that really happily, and I was thinking about it in my head for like 5 minutes, and I thought about this, and I feel like recording the video. So she's singing it that really happily, and I would consider my age really, I would consider myself young, I'd say, but I was also like reading a book by Leo Tolstoy that's called War and Peace, and there is a character who's called Prince Andrew, and he's experiencing age crisis, a middle age crisis. Is that what it's called? Like, he's feeling really old, and like he's not good for anything after his wife dies. Spoiler alert if you're reading this book, I'm sorry. Not really. Anyway, Prince Andrew is he's like not really that old. He's like in his 20s, in his late 20s, in his 30s, and he's not really old. But this is really interesting to me, how people who were living in 19th century or even like a longer time ago, how would they perceive their ages? How would they understand themselves? Like, they're becoming self-aware at the age of, I don't know, 7 or 6, because I think that's the age I become self-aware, and like I remember myself. They become self-aware, and they kind of start to understand the reality they're living, and they kind of understand that they are going to die at their at 40 or at 45. It's kind of scary to me. You don't never know about that. You never know about what is the age that you will die at. I'm gonna show you. I'm sorry. It's kind of the KSL thing to do. Anyway, I have these really cute earrings. I think I'm gonna wear them. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna wear one and check if it looks good with this outfit. I think it will look good with this outfit, but whether it matches my energy, So, ooh, baby, take up your mind, because I think I want you all the time. If it's too much, but this kind of looks good, right? Kind of look like a 50s girl, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like my makeup a lot. I woke up today at 5 a.m. I was feeling really anxious because of my movie class that I took, because my editing class cancelled, and my editing class was really interesting to me because it had only 7 people involved, and I really like small groups and studying small groups, studying things that I like even more in small groups, and kind of I just adjusted to it by the first lesson, and this one was kind of, I don't know, it's like a directing class, and I was thinking of becoming a director, I was dreaming about it, but I'm not sure. I also have these earrings. yeah, so the perception of age, kind of one, two. And this is really interesting because in different kind of literature and in different kind of media, we are told different things. And what is to listen is like one of the most important things. Because would we celebrate our birthdays and wait till turn, like, I don't know, 65? Would we wait to that? Just as we wait as like the little kids? No, I'm not sure. Not really. Not really, yes. Should we wait for that? Should we wait for our 75th birthday? Would we even turn 75 or 65? Is it a kind of thing to do just to think about your last birthday, or thinking about how time flies, and just kind of like understanding if you're gonna live to this moment or not? Is it depressing or is it a good thing? Is it like, should we even consider thinking about it? Or is it kind of like God's will that we shouldn't think about like our birthdays? But why do we celebrate our birthdays at the age of, I don't know, 10 or 15 or even 18? When a girl or a guy turns 18, it's like a super wow thing, event that makes you an adult, and it's kind of like a really happy moment of your life. And just, it's totally based on our laws that, I don't know, prohibit alcohol or smoking or whatever till the age of 18. It's kind of like the start of your, call it what you want, but I call it like, I don't know, party era. I'm past that. Honestly, I'm past that from the age of 14. I've been to that when I was 13, and I'm like, oh, why do we want to do that? It's not even fun. It's not even that fun. It's just overrated. And it's just because you turn 18, you're kind of like starting to live that life, I'd say. So, oh, hey, I'm sorry, I'm kind of feeling kind of, yeah, the next thing that I'm gonna show you is this thing that my mom gave me. Kind of looks good. Maybe I should wear it. I'm not sure. Yeah, so would people celebrate their birthdays and celebrate their 14th or, I don't know, 17th birthday the same when they were in 17th or 16th or 18th century? Because just they lived for a really small amount of time. Smaller amount of time, yes. They weren't living for, like, well, sometimes they were, but just because, you know, I'm not sure if I, no, they were living for a longer amount of time, like the average age of the person is kind of bigger. So, and also the really interesting thing that was popular and became popular with, I think, the substance, and not really popular, like the take was really popular during, I don't know, ages, not ages, but at least years. But the whole idea of perceiving women differently by their age became, I think, more popular with the substance. Well, like, in my opinion, yes. I'm not sure if it's correct or not. Also, I had this. I don't think I'm wearing it, but it's really cool. I wear it to my, I'm not gonna tell you all the stories I've had, but like, it's really good. Yeah, also given to me by my mom. I love it so much. I love my mom. She's the greatest, honestly. Yeah, so kind of it became more popular. It became more interesting to people to look at it that way because they liked the movie. And I think it's also a really powerful thing, just connected to the art, that people start to perceive the world differently from a different perspective because they are seeing our art and experiencing art. But like, however, do we really like, because of this kind of stereotypes of females, women, and yes, I think women are experiencing more than that. Also men also do, but just this, to the smaller extent. I think it's kind of popular to younger women date an older man. Not because I don't know, it's just a tradition. I think it's also because of the patriarchy, which is also like kind of a traditional thing. But well, I see that as women are viewed as objects by the patriarchal society, like the core idea of the patriarchal society. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it all the time. I should tell it to somebody. In our society, viewing women as younger is better, just because, not only because it's about like giving birth to a child at a younger age, but also I think because it is kind of the idea of the dumber you are, the easier you are to manipulate, the easier you are to kind of like grow you as an adult, but you are still a child. So a man comes to your life as a parent, and they kind of try to, I don't know, brainwash you or whatever, like manipulate you into thinking like he wants. And because you are younger, you are more willing to believe. You don't really have a belief system, so you kind of get that idea. So this is the perception of women, but it is not only about women. It is not only about women that are kind of like scared to die, but it's just to get old, or to not to die, but to get old and to just age. One, living a long life is really a privilege. We're not celebrating our 75th birthdays. We're not willing to like, oh my god, I have never seen a grandmother go like, or a grandfather go like, oh my god, I can't wait till my 76th birthday. It's so good. However, it's like, we were celebrating my grandfather's 80th birthday this year, and he was like kind of smiling because he's that kind of person, but he wasn't like, oh my god, I'm 80. Why do they do it? Why aren't we willing to kind of like celebrate all of the birthdays that we have in our lives, just because the birthday is a privilege itself? Waiting to turn 80 and waiting to turn 18 should be the same kind of thing. And this is just what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if my thoughts are all like correct or just not correct, but like kind of like if they all are logical and just kind of have an idea. But I think you got me pretty yeah. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. Yeah, I think I'm wearing these. I didn't show you any of my accessories, but it was a pleasure talking to my phone again. Yeah, it's been your girl Millie. Goodbye, see ya.